Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Crochet Characters with Gio, where I'll be helping you create characters you've been searching for. On the tutorial series, I've been teaching you how to make the stitches, techniques, and whatnot. So today I'm gonna go ahead and be going over the slip stitch and color changing. I'm sorry, not color changing. Slip stitch and sewing ends. All right. So I just have 8 of these right now for just some demonstration purposes. I have 8. So I'm going to teach you how to be doing the slip stitch. So we're going to go ahead and turn right over. I did chain 1. So right over. So on the slip stitch, what pretty much how it is almost like if you were making a single crochet, but on this way, instead of going the yarn through both of them, you're gonna get this same yarn and pass it to the other one, just like that. And then again 2, and then just like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue. So just the important part, it's pretty simple, you know, there's nothing, it's only the same yarn. So the main thing about this stitch is that you want to be careful with your tensions. You don't want to put too much tension on the stitch, because if you by any chance do have to go back on it, it's going to be really hard to do it because it's going to be really cramped up. And when your hook tries to go inside, it's not gonna be able to go to, because it's gonna have a hard time going in because too much tension. It won't allow it to go back in. All right, so just nice and calm. So what happened here? Go. Alrighty then. Okay, so just like that. That's the actual single, and that's the slip stitch. So try to go back over again, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So alrighty then. So again, slip stitch on top of the slip stitch. So you can actually get the effect of how that stitch actually looks like. Not effect, but you know what I mean, the look. Because every single stitch has like a certain look. So let's go ahead and there. And pretty much with the slip stitch, when you do it, it kind of tends like to huddle up, like cramping in a way, like it kind of like one of forms kind of like a little shell because of the tension. It's not really like an actual stitch that it just keeps on going, like looking like straight how you started it, but this one tends to crunch up. So if you have it like this, let's say you have it like this and you do like slip stitches all on this, it starts to fold, to cramp up, kind of like a moon. And see, this is how I'm referring to. It starts to cramp up. Alright, see? So that's how it is. So this is pretty much the single, and these are the slip stitches. Now this is pretty much like how it looks like. So if you were to do it again, it's gonna continue, but it's gonna start going like more like that. You know what I mean? And it's good, I guess, like if you want to make like a character, let's say we're making like a monk or something like that. I think this will be good for a monk robe. Like it has already that texture, you know, adding some sleeves right here to the side, something in the middle, and then you can probably put like a hood. You know, it already has the design already here. And then our character, of course, we can make the face and whatnot in the middle. But yeah, that's pretty much how you make the actual slip stitch. Just like on the other videos, we're gonna go ahead and close that. Alright, and pull it out. Alright. Okay, so now for the sewing in part. So this is what we're gonna be doing. So how I was saying, like there's actually like 3 type of like needles to use. Like this one, I'm using the medium one. There's a small one which makes the loop, this right here where the yarn goes in, like thinner. So the smaller one is more thinner, so it's really hard to put in. It's more like for thread. This one is normal size, and then there's one that's bigger. It's longer and slightly more wider on the loop, and that's for bigger yarns. For example, like if you, let's say you're making like a beanie, that some of the yarns that require like to make a beanie are bigger, are thicker. So obviously a thicker yarn is not gonna fit through one of these. So you won't have to adjust your needle to the appropriate yarn. So in this case, like the one that I have is good for the typical normal use. Alright, so you have two options: either put it in, and if it's not, just wait a little bit. You can get water, put in your mouth and whatnot. Alright, so from this part, what you're gonna be doing, since we're gonna be sewing this in, I want to make sure that I put it that I had it on the back, because like I don't want to be putting like I don't want to seal this and it's like on the front and I have like something crossing. Unless it's like an actual look that you're looking for, that you want for a character, then go ahead. But most typical cases, like, it's not. So you want to go ahead and hide it. So what you want to do is, like, if it wasn't even there, just like that. So that's what you want, something like that. So what you're going to be doing, of course, you're going to be hiding in the back. Alright, so what I would do, since my yarn's right here, this is the back of it. So you see the stitches right here? I'm going to go ahead and put it on the one that's closest to this one, to my end, which is right here. Right, so there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and push it through. And just like that. See? Doesn't really seem like it's actually, going anywhere. Not anywhere, but, it looks tidy, nice and tidy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start going through the next one. So I want to go through some loops, some little stitches. That way I can actually like make like a seal. Like, for example, let's say how I just went right now and I went through here. If I can go back and go under it, it's gonna create like a knot and within. Alright, so see how I just went through here? I just went like that. Alright, so now since I'm right here, I'm gonna go like right there. I'm gonna go through here. Okay, see? And it still doesn't like destroy the look of it. So just like that. So then I just toss it in here that we can seal the deal. I'm just gonna toss it right here. Okay, so I kind of make like a knot within the knot. So I did this whole thing, I went through it and past it. That's way, it'll clinch. Alright, so there you go. See? So I did what I wanted without interfering with the front. Alrighty, so that's it. You just want to cut it. Okay, and there you go. And that's how you do it. You can go ahead and do the rest of them. Practice does make perfect. If you've been following along with our videos, and if you haven't thrown them away, it's still available upon you. I guess upon your request. You can go ahead and practice on all of these ends. And that way you can get familiar with it. Okay, so that was pretty much how you do the ends. Okay, and that's how you do the slip stitch. Alright, so thank you so much for stopping by again. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and write them down. I'll get to it as soon as I can.